did not know that was illegal. I did not know that we could not do that because we did that all the time. And I figured somebody's got to get out there. Somebody's got to get out to the rank and file, to the guys on the street and let them know, hey, listen, this is a dangerous world we live in. And my goal is to protect you and defend you. You will never, ever, and not only am I being recorded, but I'm in church, so I cannot tell a lie, which is hard for lawyers. I will never be on the prosecuting side or the plaintiff side against an EMS provider. I will always only ever defend. So the one very important thing you have to understand as we start today is that my whole focus, everything I do, is intended to protect and defend you, to make you safer, to make you better. Okay? Now, with that, by a show of hands, who is a good provider? So here's what we're going to do today. We're going to build a cage. And see that? See that guy right there? And that guy right there? And that guy right there? What are those? Lawyers! That's right. No, my feelings won't get hurt. I hate lawyers more than anybody. You cannot, anywhere in this great country of ours, you cannot swing a dead cat without hitting 100 lawyers that would love to take a piece out of you and your employer and your municipality and anybody else they can. Because as the economy gets bad, more and more people search out deep pockets, don't they? Those are lawyers. My job today is to help build a cage to put around you, surround you, so that you can swim in these waters. God, I'm loaded with metaphors today. And that lawyer can swim around you all day long. He can even bump that cage. He can even threaten you. But he'll have nothing because you're going to stay in the cage, right? Yeah. Be with me. Peace be with you. Okay? If you see someone trying to talk a patient out of going to the hospital, or if you yourself find yourself trying to talk a patient out of going to the hospital, I want you to hear these words in your head. You are doing the wrong thing. I want you to hear those words because there's no planet where talking a patient out of going to the hospital is okay. Now, don't confuse that with making sure the patient is aware of the possible options. For example, and we're going to get to this when we talk about patient refusals. For example, you've got a patient who has a sunburn on her right pinky toe because that was the only part of her body that was exposed. And it's a little bit red and it hurts. Is that a patient that needs to go to the hospital by ambulance? Say it with me. No. Is that a patient who goes to the hospital by ambulance if that patient says, I want to go to the hospital by ambulance? Yes. You're going to take a lot away from today, I hope. One of those things, maybe more than any other, I hope is an understanding of negligence and how it works. Okay? Everybody has heard the word negligence. You've probably all used it, but it's not what most people think that it is. And here's my take on this, is that if you understand negligence, how it works, if you understand what needs to be present in order for negligence to be true, you will know how to avoid it. If you, watch this, watch. My hands will never leave my wrists. If you understand negligence such that you can avoid it altogether, and you avoid all of the little pieces that make it up, you will be 97% protected from any liability.